Hello YouTube, I hope everybody's doing great. This is another display. Well, it's a finished product obviously, sent to me by Waveshare. Thank you very much. And I did actually make an unboxing video, but I got the name wrong, so I'm doing it over again. And I didn't know a few things, so I wanted to make it without any errors. So it did come in a box like this. The display itself comes in a plastic box like this. You have two options. You can get it with battery or without battery. And how you install the battery is the back side is screwed down. It's made of aluminum, and well, I got slippery fingers. I didn't think of that. It's gonna be a problem. Open it. Okay, so you will see the inside as well. The battery comes separate. You just plug it in here. Oops, sorry about the phone shaking. And it does have a double-sided tape. I did not glue it in yet, but I might do it later on. This is actually a speaker. It does have two microphones, and let's put this quickly on here again. And what I also wanted to mention is the display. It's an AMOLED display, so black is black. There is no backlight shining through because there is no backlight. It has 466 by 466 pixels, so it's pretty high resolution. And it has this, they call it 2.5 degree rounded edge on the display. It's not a sharp edge, it's a rounded edge. And it's actually very nice. And so you have the two microphones up here and down here. You have USB Type-C charging port on the bottom. And in here you can also see, or hitting the phone, you can see how it is CNC machined aluminum. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it in the video, but believe me, it is. And here you have the boot button. This is the speaker grill, and this is the, it's not a reset button, it's a regular button where you can turn it on and off. So it actually did come with this firmware, and after I uploaded other codes to it, I noticed that the firmware that they are sharing on their GitHub was an older version with the gravity sphere application missing. So I inquired, and they did send me the latest firmware, which I will share in the link below the description, or in the description below the video. I'm all messed up. And so you can, if you change the code, you can upload your factory firmware back on here. What I use to do that is the last Outpost Workshop GitHub. So on here, you can see here, that's what I'm talking about. I will put the link also in the description. You can just connect it to the web and select the bin file and upload it. It's very easy. I might make that video as well to show you. So anyway, let's go into what is on here. First, let me pull the brightness down so you can actually see it much better and my forehead in the video. Let me put my head on the side. So anyway, you have Squareline demo. You must have seen that many times before. And to go back out, you pull from the bottom. You have a calculator. Unfortunately, this calculator application was not meant for round displays, so the numbers here are hidden. You cannot see them all at the same time. So anyway, you have a draw panel where you can draw lines, probably change the color some way too. You have AI chat, which you will be hearing and see. She will answer in Chinese. Okay, and to get out of here, I think you have to reboot. Oh, turn it off and back on. Long press turns it off. And a short press does turn it back on. Oops. Into the same. I think I have to push the boot button. How did I get out of here? I forgot. I thought I... Oh, let's try that again. Seemed like double press brings it out. Yeah, I would say the same. Okay, I learned something as well. A double press brings you back out of AI chats. And then you have the gravity sphere, which I tried to calibrate like that and couldn't do it. You have to put it flat on a table. Then it will calibrate itself. Okay, and then you have a red dot, which is like a bubble level. Okay, boot button to recalibrate, so that's the boot button. It does recalibrate only if you lay it flat on its back. Anyway, let's get out of there. And then you have a spectrum analyzer, which is stereo for microphone 1 and microphone 2. Didn't find any other adjustments. It's just this only screen. You have a music player. It's the LVGL demo. It's not very loud, but it does sound very nice. Anyway, get out of there, and then you have the settings, and here you can input your Wi-Fi credentials. You can adjust volume. It was not all the way up, and the display. Unfortunately, on this firmware, it does not remember your settings. But this is the information, and yeah, that's about it on the hardware. So we have, oh, and it does come with a lanyard. Where is it? I put it somewhere, but the two top holes here is for a lanyard, so you can hang it around your neck or wrist or wherever. So what I wanted to do with this, I have two ideas. The first one is a GPS location tracker. This unit, although it says on the website it does come as a GPS version as well, the GPS version is only the bare display with the PCB on the back and a GPS module on there as well. The GPS does not fit into this. I thought about trying to fit it in there, but it will not fit. So I use my GPS module that I have, and let me put this down for now, and connected it to a Seed Studio ESP, and that way I could transfer the data from here to the Waveshare via ESP now. So my idea was to have this both on me, and if I park somewhere, to save the location and then be able to go back to that location. That was my one idea. The other idea was a small roulette table or roulette disc, where you use either the accelerometer to spin the ball or the touch screen or something like that. So, but I'm still decided in between. So if you have any idea, any other idea that I should create a firmware for or a code that I will share on my GitHub, please do let me know. And other than that, you see the price here on Waveshare. It is much cheaper on the Waveshare storefront than on AliExpress, where you can find those as well. I will put the link to Waveshare, of course, because they sent it to me for free for review. And it's really nice, small, puck-like display with speaker, microphone, and maybe I should get into the AI chat and be able to get that running. That might be also nice to have, because I am actually working on another GPS tracker, on a Mesh-tastic GPS tracker, because another company offered me to send me some samples as well, Mesh-tastic devices, and once they're here I will obviously show them to you. I can give you a sneak peek into the PCB design that I'm working on. This is it. And anyway, so this is the ESP. Oh, it's obvious I didn't say it. It's ESP32S3. It's a 1.75 inch AMOLED round display. I told you the pixels, 466 by 466. And I really love AMOLED displays. So much better than IPS displays, just because of the black, that you don't have the background light seeping through the black. So anyway, if you have any questions, please do leave them in the comments. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you don't, thumbs down. Doesn't matter. And if you want to see subsequent videos about this and other stuff, hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. Or the other way. Click the click the subscription button, and anyway, you know what I mean. I'm all confused today. So anyway, thank you again, Waveshare, for sending me this, and I will look forward to other hardware to show you and for me to write code for it. Anyway, thanks for watching and take care, everybody.